Hey there, it's Katie from Health, Wellness, and Chocolate, and I wanted to talk to you about natural ways you can boost your immune system. I know there's so much talk these days about all these health concerns. And, I love health. And so, I recently had spoken at a homeschool conference and I was on the topic of self-care for busy moms. And one tip I always share is guard your mind, especially when it comes to the news and social media. And there have been countless studies now done on how social media can lead to feelings of inadequacy, increased risk of depression, and understandably, we compare ourselves and our everyday lives to like the highlight reel that is on social media. And it always it leaves us feeling like we're coming up short. But, lately too, the news is full of stories of an enemy that we can't see and we feel like we have no control over. And so when we feel like we have no control, people panic or they have anxiety, especially in situations where they feel powerless. And so I think the past 2 years have really kind of been no exception for this. But what I do want to leave you with is this idea that if you take a proactive approach instead of a reactive approach to the circumstances that happen, you're really going to be able to boost your immune system naturally without, feeling like you have to hide in fear, right? Or, you notice a situation and respond to it from this place of power and control, as opposed to feeling helpless and reacting, which those negative feelings reduce your immune system. Okay. Stress has an impact on immune system. Feeling powerless has an impact negatively on your immune system. So when your body reacts and feels stress, your ability to make a great plan to improve your health is really diminished. So I wanted to give you some simple, practical things you can do today, right now, to improve and safeguard your health, because a healthy body is just better equipped to stand up against germs, and a healthy mind will actually help you make better choices. So the first tip I have for you today is to spend time in fresh air and sunshine. Vitamin D is your friend, okay? A study out of the University of East Anglia found that people who spend time in nature have reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, premature death, preterm birth, stress, and high blood pressure. So get outside. The second thing is just make a plan to move your body. So you may hate the word exercise. It might have a lot of negative connotations for you. But what I want to encourage you to do is make a plan to move your body. So find a way that you can move, that you can enjoy, that you're capable of, to get your body moving. Movement does not only reduce your risk of diseases that I mentioned above, right? Like that I just mentioned, the type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, premature death, preterm birth, stress, high blood pressure, but it also helps with improving your mental health, and it reduces your stress, which is really important, especially in light of the current events, okay? The third thing is get enough sleep. I cannot stress this enough. Besides the long list of health benefits of a good night's sleep, which is so important to maintain optimal health, a good night's sleep also helps you cope better with life. And we all need to be able to cope a little bit better. So we don't know exactly what the future holds, right? But I can tell you that after a good night's sleep, we're able to handle whatever comes our way in a better way, so that we're not making poor choices because our ability to cope is reduced. So what I want you to do is turn off the news, go wash your hands, and go to sleep. And I really think too, and this is just a side note, when we feel like we're powerless, we want to watch the news because we feel like the more information we have, the better the decisions we can make, and that will help us survive, right? But here's the thing, the news is not really there to give you information. It is there to market to you and to raise your emotions, because it knows that the more emotional response it can elicit from you, the more likely you are to continue watching their channel. So they're going to give you high emotional stimulation so that you keep coming back, okay? You know that now. Stop watching the news. Turn it off, go wash your hands, and go to bed. The next thing I want you to do is put together a good support system. Isolation and feelings of loneliness are detrimental to good health. So even if you have to quarantine, make sure you stay connected to people that you love. FaceTime, check in. there's a lot of places where there's no more restrictions. Get together. Make it a point of seeing your friends. Make it a point of building community. Make it a point of having connection. It is a wonderful way to boost your immune system. The next thing is eat real food. Reduce the amount of processed food you take in. Start eating whole, nourishing food that's high in fiber. It's high in water content. It's good for you. It nourishes your body. You want to be able to feed your body the most and the best quality of food that your budget allows for you to do. So don't trade in your health for convenience, right? Really take the time and the effort to put into making real strides with your immune system by feeding it nourishing food that will help it stay strong. Okay, so focus on fresh fruits, focus on vegetables, whole grains, grass-fed meats. There's studies that, foods that are high in vitamin C, like citrus, actually help you reduce stress, but they also help with your immune system as well. And then the last thing is to reduce your body weight by 5 to 10%. This is super important, especially with COVID. One of the markers found that people who had extra weight on their body also tended to do more poorly when it came to symptoms of COVID. And they were hit a little bit harder if you were obese and overweight. So start to reduce your body size. You can lose weight. It will ease the pressure on your joints. It will reduce your risk of cancer, your heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure. It will reduce the bad cholesterol and raise the good cholesterol. It also helps reduce inflammation, which was a huge contributor to people who did poorly, especially with COVID. You'll also find that your sleep will improve, your insulin resistance will diminish, your mood will get better. You want to check out, if you do struggle with your weight, but you do want to boost your immune system, check out the Health and Wellness Blueprint, which you can find and join for only $1 and try it out at healthwellnessandchocolate.com, and it'll get you started. We handle the psychology part of weight loss because chances are you probably know all the right food to eat, but there's something missing. I specialize in what's missing. And so I help you hit the finish line and get the body you want and lose the extra weight that's really been bothering you without diet and exercise. We just deal with the psychology of it. So if you would love to join me and learn more, head over to healthwellnessandchocolate.com and just click on enroll in the Health and Wellness Blueprint for only $1. I would love to see you there. In the meantime, guys, stay strong. Do not succumb to anxiety, feeling powerless, right? In any situation, you have choices you can make. Always move towards doing the best for you, improving your health and wellness, bolstering your immune system. So when the storms of life come and brush up against you, you are strong and able to handle it. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be well, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.